Hello everyone and welcome to another timeless video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Rakdos Lower Shell in timeless format. So a few videos ago I actually played a similar deck to this that was playing a Jund version. We had a Goyf in the deck. But this time around, I'm going to be testing out a new card from the Alchemy set called the Tasteful Offering. I think this card is pretty nice and very interesting as well because this kind of card is not something that's available at the moment in a Rakdos shell. So for 2 mana, you get a 2-time boon with whenever you sacrifice 1 or more permanents, seek a non-land card. You also create a food token. So the food token is nice just because we do play a lot of shocklands in the deck. Sometimes late game, the food token actually matters. But that's besides the point. Sick part here is the fact that you get to draw 2 cards, but it's not actually drawing a card, it's a seeking a card, so you also don't get pinged by Orcish Bowmasters either. And at the same time, you cannot draw land with this card. But the requirement here states that you do have to sacrifice a permanent. So you do have to build a deck in a way where you have a lot of options to sacrifice. Thankfully, in Timeless, fetch lands are readily available. So whenever you fetch, you draw a card with the Tasteful Offering. But just playing the fetch lands is probably not going to be enough because a lot of the fetch lands are going to be used before turn 3. So you do have to have other ways of actually sacrificing permanents if you want to play with something like this. And that's where Mishra's Baubles and Chthonian Nightmare comes in. We have a copy of a Chthonian Nightmare and we have 4 copies of Mishra's Bauble. And we also play 4 copies of Impetus Lootmonger, where if you cast the card that you stole with the Impetus Lootmonger, you also get a treasure token that you can sacrifice to activate the Tasteful Offering. So we got a lot of ways of activating this card. So I'm very curious to see if this card is any good, because 2 mana draw 2 is something that you would definitely play in a lot of decks, such as Expressive Iteration or even Perilous Iteration. So it's very interesting to me that now we have an option available, such as a Tasteful Offering, for something like a Rakdos shell without having to go into other colors. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Timeless Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. It's definitely keepable. Believe it or not, Tasteful Offering is the only 2 mana card in this hand. Yeah. We got a 2 mana card anyways here. I could wait on this Tasteful Offering, but I do kind of want this card. So I'll just yeah, it's a bit weird, this card. I could wait on this card, but I think because we played more than 10 copies of a fetch land, and we also have a Mishra's Bauble of our own, we should just do it. Like, we don't know if they're playing Rakdos, right? We don't want to get gone by Orcish Bowmaster, per se. I think they're gonna get rid of another Goyf here. I don't think they want 2 Nether Goyfs coming down next turn. Like, that seems pretty bad. Swords. Goblin Bombardment. Should I shock? I should just shock. Since we only have 2 lands. Oh, that's actually really good. That's also really good. I think we want a Galvanic Discharge. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. So what do? They play a land into a Loris plus a creature? And they get back a card? They play the Ajani instead.
Nothing is more important than family.
Maybe I should have just practiced Wooded Foothill, you know? Before the Ajani came down. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. So I'll just probably kill you. Also, look at this combo here. You're gonna transform now? Okay, opponent's making this play because they think we can't kill the Ajani here, but they're gonna be sad to find out that we have an Orcish Bowmaster. That is sick. I'm gonna scry here anyways. Okay. They're not gonna be happy about double amped raptors here. Wow, they're actually just roping. Bottom that. We go amped raptor. Maybe I should just kill the Guide of Souls first because so that they don't rope like this. Nice. I'm gonna bring in pick 2 copies of Pick Your Poison for Goblin Bombardment and Static Prison. This is on ETB, right? Not on cast? Yeah, this card's good. I'm gonna bring some Toxic Deluge as well, because I think opponent's deck can go wider than me. And maybe a copy of Abundant Licensors. I wanna go down on Thoughtseizes in this matchup. And I'll probably just cut a copy of a Mishra's Bauble. Hum. Hum, hum, hum. Otherwise, such a good hand, you know? I'm gonna keep it. Going second. We already won a game. We have a Deathray Shaman. In response, I will surveil. Never mind. I think I'll just pass here. I mean, I did kind of ask for it with this kind of a hand, but they got it again. That's a problem. That is a problem. Double Guide of Souls. We don't like to see that. Now we're just looking for a Toxic Deluge at this point. Monkey. Yeah, we're just looking for a Toxic Deluge. Ooh, Goblin Bombardment. What a pickup there. I don't want to give the monkey an unholy heat. Might be over. Might be over. Unless we get a Fatal Push with this. Unless... Not unless... Ripple Guide of Souls. Yeah, this game is over. They just had too many Guide of Souls. I did keep a pretty risky hand though. But that is totally a-okay. I kind of half expected something like that to happen. That's pretty nice. I could just Impetus Lootmonger now. I think developing the board sounds a lot nicer. A Johnny. Or a Galvanic Discharge. But I do have a Chthonian Nightmare. What does Heist mean? It still belongs to opponent, right? Yeah. I'll take Galvanic Discharge. I was thinking maybe Chthonian Nightmare with the Ajani, but it doesn't work. Because when it flips, it goes to opponent's side.
I will prove my worth to my pride.
Okay, let's attack. This is a free attack. Hearse? Hearse or Bowmaster? I'm gonna say Bowmaster. If they have a Bowmaster, we can just Chthonian Nightmare. Let us attack. Am I not supposed to attack with these? So I can sacrifice the Chthonian Nightmare? I feel like it was an Orcish Bowmaster, but I wasn't 100%, you know? Yeah, it is Orcish Bowmaster. So we played it perfectly. Discharge. Doesn't really matter, right? We just target what they want. And we can just do that at instant speed at the end of opponent's turn. I feel like opponent's kind of dead. I think we sacrifice the Impetus Lootmonger after attacking. Maybe. Okay. They went down a card for me. Nice. We actually got another card out of it. Let's just deal more damage at the moment. I think we're actually supposed to sacrifice the Orcish Bowmaster, right? So we can get back it again next turn. Yeah, I think opponent's just dead. That is a wrap. That is a wrap. Yeah, this deck is sick. Opponent's doing it again. They're going to a full timeout, just like game one. My turn. Get back on Orcish Bowmaster. Get rid of the life gain. Fatal push the Orcish Bowmaster. Fruit 2. Deal 2 damage. Boom. My opponent's on Giganta. I think I'll go Deathray Shaman first just because I'm going first. Otherwise, I think I would have just Thoughtseized. I'll Thoughtseize, you know, I'll Thoughtseize next turn. Actually, it kind of depends on what we see here. Plage. Okay, I have a plan. Wow. Nice pickup, opponent. Incredible. See what they're gonna draw next. They're gonna be drawing into a land. It would be a nice turn to grab the Loris. It really would be. Grab the Loris. And then hold up a Fatal Push on the Guide of Souls. Like, this might have been a little bit greedy, but... you know. I think it's worth it to get the Loris back there.
Nothing can break our bond.
Ooh la la. So I can go Loris again, right? Let's see. Nice, they're drawing another land. Four, five. They would need like 3 more cards in the graveyard. Okay, so block, kill the Ajani. 2 cards in the graveyard. They're not gonna be able to escape this because it says 5 other cards. And that was basically the power of Mishra's Bauble. We could see what they were drawing, so... we were able to fetch the Loris just in time. The Toxic Deluge, Boros Energy with the Flage, so Curse is going to be good. I don't think Pick Your Poison is going to be good compared to a Mardu version. And we're just going to go down on Thoughtseize. Double Mishra's Bauble. I think I'm going to keep it. Guide of Souls. Let's see what we're going to draw. It's a tap land, but it's still a land. And we can just go Deathrise Shaman next. But just in case, if we can draw an untap land, let's also do this. Nice. I think this Fatal Push on the Guide of Souls is going to come down no matter what, right? I'm just respecting the Blood Moon by fetching the swamp.
May our axes strike as one.
And I think I'm just going to go Impetus Lootmonger. Galvanic Discharge. What a card. What a card that is. No, my free treasure. Another Guide of Souls. We're drawing a little bit too many hearses, but that's okay for now. Okay, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I'll just leave this another Galvanic Discharge. They might go Blood Moon here. It's a possibility. They fetched the Plains. They went for Fable. A Bowmaster. Actually, let's actually do this. I'm gonna Bowmaster anyways because of the Fable. But I'm probably not attacking. I should have maybe done it on their upkeep. Yeah, I probably should have done it on their upkeep. If I'm not gonna be attacking. Another Ajani. That's kind of scary. Okay, we got the hearse. We need a removal spell on that Ajani or Kikijiki. Can't block this. Next turn's gonna be a little bit brutal. Another Nether Goyf. They played the Giganta. They transformed the Ajani. But the thing is, the Ajani transforms at the end of the turn. So they'd have to use the Kikijiki on my turn. Which means I have one more turn to potentially get another card to get rid of a Ajani here. They attacked, so are they going to sacrifice their Goblin? No. Okay. I do want to leave up a creature for the potential life gain. Deathray Shaman. How many lands do we have in the graveyard? Quite a lot. I'll just grab the lands. So we already have an artifact there. Man, this is rough. It's a bit rough here. Whoa. Really? If they transform the Ajani... Okay, let's see. Blage comes down, that's 3 damage. Ajani transforms, potentially. That's like, potentially 8 damage. So I think we should just scry, surveil. I mean, that's pretty good. We might be able to win because of that next turn. But I'm not sure if we're gonna have the life to cast it. That's gonna be another story. So they did actually have it. They did actually have it. Okay, well, my Deathray Shaman is gone, right? We don't have any Deathray Shamans. So let's grab you guys. So do I just win next turn if I do -2? I'm just worried about that Giganta, you know? We don't have any sorcery in the graveyard, right? So as soon as we cast this, this is gonna grow into a 5/6. Artifact, land, instant speed, creature. This is kind of rough. Let's do this. Get out of here. All of you. Actually, you know, I'm kind of second guessing myself. Okay, let's just pass. I shouldn't have crewed this a nice first. I was gonna attack, but it's probably just better to wait on this, you know? Oh, they came and cast it. What am I doing? Okay, so they did have a flage. Okay. We're good. We're good. Alright, GG's. Wait, actually, it's not over. No, it's actually over. Is it over? Eight plus... Yeah, it is over. This deck is so sick, by the way. What a sick deck. Nice. So we're going first. I don't think I need to really use... do I want to use the Bloodstained Mire to fix my top? I'm gonna be playing Nether Goyf here anyways. Like, no matter what. Swamp. Oh, we got another one anyways. I might actually save this. But it is a swamp deck. I don't know. Oh, it's the mirror this time. It's a Demir. Oh, ho. Look at that combo. Okay, fine. Actually, I mean, setting up this card right now is just so good, though. Baleful Strix. They play Flare of Denial. Kinda hope they play that. Okay, that's a good sign. I guess they didn't have a fetch land. Otherwise, I think they would have just played a counter spell there, or they just want a Thoughtseize here. Breeding Pool. Interesting. So Dragon Rage Channeler is gonna flip. Let's just get this over with. A Fatal Push. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be topping that, but we'll see. We want this because of the frog. Yeah, I'll definitely keep that. Wait, But I can't keep it. Because if I crack this... No... Wait, how was this revealed? Passing with this much mana is... Seems kind of questionable, you know? I really want that Amped Raptor. It might be greedy. It probably was greedy. Yeah. It probably was greedy. Let's kill the Psychic Frog here. Okay, that's actually kind of bad. What happened? Tasteful Offering is a little bit slow here, since I can't really make use of this right now. What does this say? Whenever you cast a spell... Nice. Psychic Frog! Yes, please. You're gonna eat it now.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
I could play it now. Get back a Mishra's Bauble. No, I can't. Oh yeah, I can. No, I can't. Because this is a food. This is not a treasure. We only have 2 treasures here. I don't... I highly doubt my opponent plays, a Thoughtseize. I just doubt it. Just no way. Another Psychic Frog. Let's attack. I should probably attack with this too, just to bait out opponent discarding a card. Because I really want to land this Loris, right? So what should I do? I could... I could kill this, but I don't think it's worth it. This must be a counter spell if they're doing this, but I don't have a choice. Okay, it was a Flare of Denial. I think that was still worth it. Yeah, I think that was really worth it. We got to discard a Brainstorm, and they had to sacrifice Tameo plus a Flare of Denial. Whoa, not attacking with the other Psychic Frog. Short. I respect that. A Death-Right Shaman. Might actually lose this one. I didn't think it was going to be possible, but my opponent drew 4 copies of Psychic Frog this game, including the one I stole. Right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4. They drew all 4 copies of it. This is an unexpected attack. Even if they discard all 3 cards, it dies. And they can't kill, fully kill all our creatures here. So they must have a removal spell, but I'm kind of in a tough, rough spot at the moment, so I just have to make this play. Lend? More lands. Fatal Push up the top. No. Mana Drain. Okay. Opponent goes to 4. Let me see here. 2 Mana Drain's gone. 3 Fatal Pushes gone. All the frogs are gone. Wow. That was so crazy what they did there. It might just, like, this is... Mockingbird in that deck is interesting. If I get a removal spell, they lose the game here. Mana Drain. Or a Brainstorm. I think we have to look for a removal. I think it's pretty important that we win here. Let's go. Nice. I feel like they kind of rushed that. They kind of rushed it, and I think the turning point was actually opponent attacking with the Psychic Frog here. So I got a free damage off of this Impetus Lootmonger. Okay, so Hearse is in. Hearse is very good against their deck. Edict is also really good, but I'm not sure if I would play it. Why would I sideboard out though? I think that they play way too many creatures for us to cut Fatal Push or Unholy Heat. Death-Ray Shaman's already really good. Thoughtseize is good. Amped Raptor's good. I guess it would have to be some copies of Tasteful Offering or Mishra's Bauble. Mishra's Bauble is pretty bad against an Orcish Bowmaster. Tasteful Offering is good, but it's a sorcery speed. So I'll only bring 1 copy of Sheldre's Edict. And probably 2 copies of Mishra's Bauble. Or maybe even like only 1 copy of Tasteful Offering. I think I prefer the Mishra's Bauble just because of Nether Goyf. An excellent hand. This hand is sick.
Oh no! I'm late for class!
I mean, it would have been really sick. I guess because of Bowmaster, we wouldn't want to Dragon Ray Chandler here anyways. So, I think we want to land, so... I'm just gonna get the Mishra's Baubles out of the way just because of the Orcish Bowmasters. Like that. And if we play the Dragon Ray Chandler that turn, right, the Bowmaster's just gonna get a free kill out of it, so... I think this is better if we drew a land there, but... Ooh, that's kind of bad. That's kind of bad. I thought with the 2 Mishra's Baubles and a crack at a fetch land would have done it, but it was not the case. So killing this Baleful Strix is actually pretty important because of Flare of Denial. So if we find a land here, it's really good. We Unholy Heat and then Ampthraptor or Orcish Bowmaster. Probably Orcish Bowmaster is better. Oh, come on. Give me a land here, please. Nice. Nice. So we already saw Flare of Denial from opponents, so we're just gonna fire this off. Okay, I did not expect the Flare of Malice, but... yeah. There it is. I really want a Tasteful Offering, but like I said in the during my sideboard, because it's a sorcery speed, it's pretty weak to a counter spell. I could just attack with this, and then potentially bait out opponent's Orcish Bowmaster, and we'll Orcish Bowmaster ourselves. But if they have another one, if they have a Spell Snare, I think this is an okay outcome. I mean, you just gotta make them have it, right? Sometimes you just gotta make them have it. Maybe I'll flash an Orcish Bowmaster on opponent's turn. And then they counterspell. Then they have to use the mana now. But they only have 2 colorless source. And then we Tasteful Offering into a Oh, this one's actually expensive. Okay. Check this out. Boom. Crack. Sick. Super sick. Raptor. Nice. So they got a Deathrite Shaman of their own. They also have another Goyf of their own. Oh my god, Creature City. Creature City. Oh wow, that's sick. I think I need to prepare for inevitable Loris there. Wait, they have no lands? Okay, opponent surrenders. Very nice. Alright, so having played this deck was very sick. Might potentially be like contender for, like, I don't want to say it, but it actually might be tier 1 potential. So I mean, like, the deck is really sick. The Tasteful Offering, 2-mana draw 2, that kind of option didn't exist in Rakdos Shell before. You would have to splash a green for something like a Perilous Iteration, but this kind of card doesn't work in a Loris Shell, right? Because you would have to have mana value 3 or greater. So that kind of option didn't exist in the Rakdos Shell, which I find this kind of card pretty interesting. Essentially, like, it doesn't give you the card immediately. It's kind of like Expressive Iteration in a sense. You don't want to be casting this on turn 2. And we know how powerful Expressive Iteration can be, even though sometimes it could miss in a 18 land deck. Most of the times, the Expressive Iteration only finds you lands. So the trade-off here is you don't find a land, but that could also be a detriment as well, right? The fact that this can never find you a land could be a detriment. I thought we were playing 11 copies of a fetch land, but I guess not. But we're playing 10 copies of fetch lands to abuse the Tasteful Offering. We're also playing 4 copies of Mishra's Bauble, which is not a card that you would play in most decks unless you're playing like Loris, and that's also abusing Fatal Push, right? And you also have Impetus Lootmonger. Like, as you can see, look at how many cards we play that can abuse the Tasteful Offering. So in a deck such as ours, this card is, it just says 2 mana, draw 2 whenever you want. I think this card is pretty amazing in this deck. And yet again, Nether Goyf, just a fantastic card. Dragon Rage Channeler, we haven't been really seeing this card much in the meta, but I think this card is actually still pretty insane. And because we play so many card types, such as we have the creatures here, instant speed, sorcery, artifact, enchantment, and a land, right? Not only does it fuel the Nether Goyf, but it's really just very easy to get the Delirium in this deck. So that's also pretty sick. And as you can see, our deck actually plays 0 3-mana cards. So Raptor is always gonna hit, which is cool. Post sideboard, it could miss if you get Toxic Deluge, but it's not a card that you would actually bring in any other matchup except for energy. So you have that option. And even against like combo decks, we do play Thoughtseizes, right? You could even steal a Thoughtseize opponent plays if they're playing a combo deck. They're most likely going to have Thoughtseize. You could steal it with the Lootmonger as well. We got a lot of options in this deck. Another thing to watch out for is this is something that I wasn't aware until I actually did it. Impetus Lootmonger can trigger a Fatal Push if you steal a Fatal Push. My opponent had a Loris, I played an Impetus Lootmonger, got a Fatal Push. You create a treasure on cast, so Fatal Pushing the Loris actually works, even though it warns you not to do it. Yeah, I think a lot of the cards here are fantastic. We beat a Boros Energy, we beat a Mardu Energy, we beat a Demure Tempo. That was splashing a little bit of a green for the Deathray Shaman. So yeah, that was the deck today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.